Hey, Chris, what's going on? How are you surviving this cold here? Well, hold on. Hey, James. Glad. Sorry, it's been a few days for everyone. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'm glad that I actually decided to I decided to go get food out tonight because I wanted to go live. So I'm actually going to a couple different places, going on sort of a salad run. Hey, Ryan. I know. I didn't know how much. I thought people might have been getting bored. I tried doing it during the day, but I realized, most people are working, so it wasn't the best time. This is usually a good time for everyone. The only time it's not really good for is people in Europe, because it's good in most of Asia and Australia, and then California and the rest of the U.S. It's pretty decent. So, but it's 60 degrees here, and it was kind of like 60 something all day, and it was cold this morning. There was frost on some rooftops, and the North Cape got into 38. It's right now it's actually reading 59 degrees. So got up to about 65 today. And it's supposed to get down to about 54, and then another day kind of like that temperature, and then it's going to be highs in the 70s, lows and around 60. So I just I'm tired of the cold. For 2 days we had, a high of 58 and a low of 40, 45, and a high of 59 and a low of 43. I mean, that's the kind of weather this is the kind of weather that'll kill coconuts even without freezing. So 20. Yeah, I saw some of the temperatures up north, and especially up in Minnesota and Western Ontario, which I know is a whole different climate than your area, but um, I'm going to two places. I'm going to Wendy's for a salad, and then I'm going to Wawa for a salad. That's how much I like their salads, actually. I Ashley wants a salad from Wendy's, so you get more fun, I guess. It's so sad that I won't get something from the same place. Yeah, I'm doing the Wawa thing. Ashley wants a taco salad from Wendy's, and it's kind of, you guys probably think I have this terrible, what's it called? Terrible diet, and I'm most of the time like I just made cauliflower in my pressure cooker. It wasn't bad, just that it's not dinner, it's just a snack. So I do not eat fast food I've never, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be cold up there. It's weird how that the cold air seemed to, like, the way it worked itself in here. Like certain times, like Key West was actually one of the coldest areas in the state for, like, in the middle of the day. It was like 62 in the middle of the day, and it was like warmer up in like Orlando. It was very weird cold front. But the one day where it just rained all day long, it's so unlike anything you'd see in Florida. Like 55 degrees, pouring rain, never stopping, no thunder, just straight up fall weather up north, pretty much. Hey, Mercury, what's going on? Yeah, I've seen it on the Weather Channel, or online at least. That you guys have been seeing like 50 Celsius, which is, wow. Yeah, that can be dangerously, bad. Yeah, I saw most of Northport was around 38 to 40 degrees, so it got pretty cold. I don't think there wasn't a freeze there or anything. Some areas got down to like 34, 36, so you might have had some frost. Yeah, high of 15. It's not good. Yeah, I don't think anything was damaged. The problem is your coconut's going to be unhappy because of the extended period of cool weather, I think is going to be the real problem there. So, hey BL. Yeah, I would go to Chipotle, but it's the opposite end of where Ashley wanted food, so there was. Luckily, am I growing coconuts? I mean, not. I'm not trying, but I have coconuts laying around that might germinate. So, are you asking him? Drought stress palms will recover. The best thing to do is, if they're more of a subtropical palm, you want to give it water at the base. And if they're more tropical, give them water at the base and in the crown. You don't want to give a subtropical plant that grows in a more arid area water in the crown, because it can cause more problems. You know, I've seen that picture too, but I don't know if that's in the Cape. I've seen one in Miami. I know where it is. But the problem is even if you collect seed, it's just unlikely to come true to form. If it does, I mean, it's so rare. I mean, even though there's so many royals, I've only seen 2 variegated royals ever. One in Miami and one. It might have been. I guess it might have been in the Cape. I honestly don't remember that well. I wouldn't put water in the crown of a palmetto, no. This is our dry season. When it gets cold, it tends not to really do a whole lot. Brian, I don't know if that's true. I know a lot of cycads will... Nitrogen fixing. Do you mean taking nitrogen out of the ground or out of the air? So you got me, because... Yeah, you can put plenty of water. As long as it's warm, you can put water in the ground. Just cold and wet doesn't work well. A lot of California suffers from that issue. God, my hands still smell like garlic. I made this Italian-style cauliflower thing in my pressure cooker. It just reeks. Wash your hands 17 times, it still smells like garlic. Yeah, I don't know if royals do it. Cycads definitely do it. But cycads have coleoid roots that they have above ground. It's possible that they do it with their flared roots above ground, but I'm not really sure. From what I know, only cycads are the only plants in the world that actually. Huh. All right, I actually haven't played poker a whole lot lately. Just, I don't know. I'm more of a Omaha player, and it's hard to find Omaha games. I should be going out and playing, but what about yourself? What is this guy doing? He has his hand out, taking a picture of the guy next to him. It's so weird. So I'm gonna be going in here for a few minutes. I guess I don't need to get gas. Okay, good. It's like he was taking a picture of the guy, like, cause he, like, as if he did something wrong. It was kind of odd. All right. I asked in the movie Molly's Game, Mercury. I think it's a pretty accurate depiction of home games in New York, at least. I have a mango in my backyard, BL. I also went to Hammond. Hold on, guys. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just going to leave the... Actually, I'm going to turn the car off, but... I'll be back. Alright, you guys can watch me check out. Took a little longer than expected. So I'm gonna... Oh crap, I forgot I gotta plug my phone in here. So I'm gonna start with the first unanswered. They did not have my normal chef salad, so I got a chicken salad. So BL, I just have a Kerry mango in my backyard, and it does bloom, but it's not that big. And yeah, Mercury answered that. Yeah, cycads can be kind of weird, where they just don't, they're not very regular in their flower, in their flushing, especially in climates that have some volatility. You have Pickering, I have Kerry. You got Hayden. People in there don't know. People where, oh, all right, I'm hoping that worked. Please work. Palm Tree Legend. Oh, that's, I mean, thanks. I don't know if I'm a legend, but try and help out. They wouldn't hear even if Peyton Manning walked in. That's pretty funny. Just walk right by. Excuse me, Christian. Here you go. Yeah, that's... Hey, Daniel, how's it going? Good day. So I've got to go to I got to go through a drive-through now for Ashley, because I won't eat Wendy's food. So, I mean, I will, but you know, if it's like I have no other option, it's the only food in town or something. But it's just. Oh, you had a tornado. Oh, you're in Hialeah, BL. Cool. I mean, not cool. You had a tornado go through, but. The that variegated royal I was talking about is actually there's one in Hialeah. I want to say it's right near, or I don't know if it's near. It's not in Hialeah. It's in Miami Gardens, but it's at the corner of like 72nd Ave and in Miami Gardens Drive, somewhere near that. It's not at that corner. I can't believe that I have not done a video on pygmy dates, which is kind of shocking. Okay, all right. Yeah, in Miami Gardens area, like really like old school Opa-locka, like right at 62nd, 7th or 72nd Ave, and like I said, Miami Gardens Drive. Yeah, it's near there. It's somewhere near there. I had a photo of it, and I took a photo of the intersection, and I can't find either one right now. I think that might be on my hard drive, which is broken, but I bet people. Rural Southwest Tennessee. Yeah, it's, I mean, it's the only one I know. Hey, yeah, I'm back. Sorry, the stream went kind of bad. I know some Palm guys that live in the like southern Nashville area. That's not Southwest Tennessee. It's more like North Central. So, yeah, I can imagine. Pygmy dates are quite vigorous. They're borderline. Well, no, you know what? The thing about pygmy dates is, even though they seed 1,000 seed, they somehow never seem to germinate underneath the plant. And I think it's just, honestly, I don't know. Most of it, sometimes they aren't fertilized properly. Large floribunda order. That's always fun. Okay, between Memphis and Nashville. So, yeah, I don't know. I've never been to that area. I don't know anyone that I don't do any business in that area. Like I know some people who live, like my dad's best friend. So you guys might like this story. It's not Palm related, really. Actually, it's not at all. My dad's best friend from like work days. They hang out together. My dad will fly down. He lives in Thompson Station, which I'm, on the southern ring there, Nashville. And I guess my dad called me up like 2 or 3 days ago, and he's like, Christian, and his friend's name is Harry. He's like, yeah, Harry, he He has this 2002 Mercedes SL 600. You know, it's in mint condition because the guy used to be a Mercedes mechanic, and you know, I made him an offer that he couldn't refuse. My dad's not a car guy either, but somehow he decided to go ahead and buy this 15-year-old 12-cylinder Mercedes. And I was like, okay. I'm like, what are you going to do with it? Because in Vermont, you can't really drive it around very much. And he says that he's going to store it down here. And I said, that's no problem. I'll pay for the insurance. You can let me drive it. Anyway, let's get back to the Palms. So exactly between. So there's literally nothing out here. Well, you know, that's what makes me want to move to Tennessee because, you know, besides Nashville and Memphis, you know, Tennessee is pretty wide open. Yeah, you can talk about Florida, but Jeff and I have been doing business for 15 years, and you know, he is a legend for sure. I mean, he has a garden that is, I don't know, I mean, that's better than almost every botanical garden I can think of. I can only think of a couple gardens that are, you know, that can match him. Yeah, Jeff will call you, talk to you. The funny thing about Jeff is sometimes it will usually be a little bit grumpy. He'll tell you he has no time, but then he'll spend a half an hour talking to you. And I mean, I love the guy. I just think it's funny the way he does that. He's not like, I don't get mad at him for that, but Jeff is best talked to, and like, you know, just, I don't know, you know, it's not like he just, I think the stress kind of gets to him, and he kind of just, you know, it's been a long time for him. And so. I do know, I mean, I don't know Banana Joe personally, but I know his videos. I've seen a few of them, at least a few, probably watched a dozen at least. And, you know, he does an awesome job I mean, he's like the #1 guy I know growing palms over there in Canada. I know there's other people growing them. You know, I've been wanting to go see Jeff. What is that? Okay, so Ron, I don't grow bananas because I have a yard that's open, has an open field, and I have a lot of people that walk through the field, and a lot of people think that, you know, when you grow fruit in Florida, you have to be careful about where you grow it because people will just take it if it's right there. And I planted the mango in the corner, like away from the open area, and people are still taking the fruit, so I gotta post some sort of sign that, you know, lays down the law there. Is Jeff affiliated with Palm Pete? He's not affiliated. He does have a lot of pictures on there that people have taken of him in his garden. I've had a couple IE bananas. I had a really good variegate, and then it died in a really brutal cold we had. Yeah, it is yeah, I would say he has 400 species, like really nice species. You know, he doesn't, but the other question, how cold hardy are Dioons? It all depends on the species, but they can be anywhere from like relatively cold sensitive, like taking a bad burn at 28, to being extremely cold hardy, like taking no burn at 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Usually the more tropical ones, the broader leafed ones, are the cold sensitive ones, like Spinulosum and Mejia. And then the real hardy ones are like Edgley. Basically, the further south they grow, the more tropical they are. Oh, god damn, that's a big pothole. If I'm going to use this car suspension, I don't want to use it on a pothole. I want to use it outside, so sorry about dropping F-bombs if anyone cares. The poor man's paw. Alright. I gotta order taco salad here.
Taco Sundays, what can I get for you?
Oh yes, can I get a full-size taco salad, please?
A small taco salad, okay?
Yeah, or full size. Is that?
Full size, okay.
Yes, please. And that'll be it.
$6.81, thank you.
All right, thanks. All right. Siam Red Ruby, yeah. I'll get you a burrito supreme from Taco Bell. The Taco Bell here is the busiest Taco Bell I've ever seen. It's like a Taco Bell in Vegas. It's like 24/7. There's like a line wrapped around. Hi. I have a coupon for this $2 off any full-size salad there.
$4.68. Yeah.
Thank you. You too. This guy just get out of his car. Oh no, never mind. Different person. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. I have not been to a Taco Bell in a long time either, I must say. I think the last time I ate a Taco Bell was like 3.5 years ago, and I was not sober. And it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't even tell you what I ate. Well, it's a long time ago. Yeah, the problem with bananas is they get, they start growing rhizomes, and the first plant is great, and then you get like 6 around it, and then the problem, you have, I had rodent issues when I had bananas. I had some in my side yard at my mother's old house. I don't really know much about Musa engines. Light poles. Oh, thank you. Have a good one. Alright, my salad run is nearing the end. Should keep. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Like the little Christmas palm growing there. Stay from that pothole, jeez. Yeah, 1,000 banana plants. I mean, the worst part about that is like, it's just there's so much cleanup involved, and you're guaranteed to have rats and other things show up. And if you don't have, like, luckily we have owls that will swoop down on any rats. We have these burrowing owls that sound like witches in the night. They're actually pretty cool. Rodent control and 1,000 bananas. It's kind of crazy. So, anyway, is that a bus stop? I don't know. I never. Was there a light pole that was down? What's happening? Yeah, it's just rats are. I can't stand. They've chewed up a ton of plants. That guy almost T-boned me. Venomous snakes. Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, anything that can, you have snakes, owls, cats. There's a cat that prowls around. I think the people like diagonally behind me, they have like a bunch of animals in their yard. According to my drone footage, is like looks pretty sketchy. But they have this male cat that wanders around, and it always is meowing at night, and it seems to be always on the prowl, and it seems to be very aggressive. But I mean, I'm sure it also finds any rats. Yeah. Iguanas are actually one of the worst issues for like Fairchild. They're really bad down in Miami. I'm sure BL, you know that. We don't have as many around here, but yeah, rats are just a terrible rodent. I think they'd be better off not exist. I like mice are okay. Rats are smart. A foxtail take 25. Yeah, one time, once or twice it can. I wouldn't like let it sit on 25 for a while. But yeah, I like. I mean, iguanas are kind of funny. They kind of hang around. If you go towards them, they kind of like wobble towards. At least at Fairchild, they go right into the water. There's a viewer of the vlog that he showed me that he had potted up 200 Chamberonias flamethrower palms, or 100 maybe, and then he showed me a picture of them all chewed up by squirrels. So then later on the day, he showed me that he had taken out about a dozen squirrels and laid them all out. So. Oh, so yeah, Chris, about the Sadakentia. Sorry, the street is going so fast. Yeah, Sadakentia is it's a tougher palm than you would think. I mean, I had one at my mother's old house where I had like my old garden, and it took like 28.5 is the coldest I ever saw. It had a little bit of burn there, but it had nowhere near like killing it. Sadakenias can definitely take upper 20s like once or twice a year. Man, this guy's like, I wish you guys could see that. But I mean, little ones I would definitely protect, but they're pretty tough. They grow on this very rough outcropping soil in the coast of Japan. There's a post on the Palm Talk about this guy he asked to take the seedlings because in Japan you can't just take them. They're considered considered sacred items or something to that effect. So you can't disrespect it, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, the thing is Sadakenia is that kind of palm where there should be more of them. They just don't grow as fast as other palms, and people who have like a little watchful eye, like they will get them. They're a little bit more expensive. They're $40, $50 a foot, especially in this market, or more, depending on what kind you're getting and what quality. So minimum for Sadakentia, I would say it'd be like -3 Celsius. I mean, mine have seen -2.5, but I think below that, like at that temperature, I'll tell you what did great and what didn't do well at all. So at 28.5 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about -2.5 Celsius, my Kennyopsis had no burn. This is all out in the open too. Sadakentia had a little bit of burn, but it recovered from it just fine. Bismarck, no damage. My Itaia amicorum, which is grows in quite a tropical area, had no damage, and even the wind didn't do it. It didn't really beat it up too bad. And that was a small one. I had 2 Veitchias and 2 Carpenterias, and all of them died. They eventually died. It took a little while. Very weird. That guy just drove through the side of his yard to get into his driveway. What else? Teddy bear didn't have any damage. Teddy bear had a little bit of damage. The teddy bear triangle hybrid had no damage. Bottle spindle hybrid had no damage. My bottle was fried. My spindle was half fried, but they both recovered. My Pichardia pacifica, my Pichardia volsteckiana, both took damage, but both recovered. My Borassus and Carifa burned pretty bad, but recovered. They were on the ground though. If they were up in the air, they probably would have been fine. Royals were fine. What else? I have that bunch of stuff. Dipsis canaliculata was fine. I'm trying to think of what burned. You would want to know. My Raphia farinifera burned a little bit, but not bad, and it grows right through it. It's probably got to be 30 feet tall now. All right, so I'm back home. I'll still talk to you guys for a couple minutes here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Oh, wow. 19 Fahrenheit. Yeah. So Bismarck minimum, I would say 22 is where you start to get for blues. Blue Bismarck, nice silvery blue Bismarcks can take 22. The green ones can only take about 30, 32, and then they're just like fried. So yeah, Kentias will take Kentias will take, 25 Fahrenheit or so. Yeah, Kennyopsis is pretty cold hardy and sun hardy. Giant fan palm with huge leaf stalks is probably Corifa. Triangle got damaged at 26. Colored trunks. Yeah, I mean, there's colored crown shafts. Penanga, Eureka are better known, probably the best for that. Palmetto minimum, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing at like 8 to 10 Fahrenheit. Minimum for Royal, probably like 22, 23. They can take some cold. We're in their habitat. They get in the upper 20s. So, are there any plant steroids? No. In fact, I wouldn't give plants any heavily fertilized. It's weird if you heavily fertilize a palm and it's really growing fast, and then you just shock it with some cold weather, then that will be like that's game over. So, but I do have 2 salads here that do need a what's it called? A fridge or a mouth to feed. So Ashley's been waiting. I'm gonna end the stream. I will see if I can't get on later though. It's getting a little warmer out, so hopefully you guys might be around. Yeah, Dipsis pilulifera. Definitely cold hardy. Yeah, no problem, guys. Yeah. That would be funny. Actually, I can tell you guys some stories about where a lot of the nurserymen that got into the business back in the 80s were, what they did originally for a job. But I'll tell you guys some stories sometime in the live stream. I can't use some names in a lot of them, but you might find them interesting to say the least. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Maybe I'll be on later. I don't know. But Attic, I'll tell you, because you didn't get a chance to ask a question, I'll answer that for you. So the Ivovo palm, which you're talking about, Dipsis lanceolata, probably like 27, 28. It's probably one of the more cold sensitive. It's probably the same as an Eureka. So, all right, hey Toasty. Oh man, I'm just leaving now that you're getting here. Oh. All right, let me see. Oh, actually, yeah, it's fine down to 35 minimum, even as a small plant. Dipsis are pretty forgiving plants, palms. I'm gonna try one-handed here. I'm actually kind of curious if there's any damage on any of my plants. Why don't we find out? Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, so I haven't done any weed whacking around here, but this Corifa has seen better days. This is this was looking like this beforehand, so it gets all spotty when it's younger. I'm kind of curious. Plants that I would think. Ow. So this is Copernicia ekmanii, and I don't see any burn on them. You can see this is where you can see the divot where there's a little guy coming up, but rats chewed the seeds off, like there too. But those plants are very tender. They don't look like they've taken any damage. So anyway, I'm one-handing this phone. I'm about to drop it. So let me say goodnight to you guys, or say goodnight for now. I'll try again later. I might be Simon. I'll try, and I just feel bad because I should. I feel bad leaving you hanging after a few minutes, but I got food. I gotta. So, all right. Thanks, Attic, and Simon. hopefully I'll see you at another time where we can talk longer. So until then, oh, you have? Okay. All right. Well, at least you got to enjoy some of the time. So, all right, guys, I'll see everyone later. Thanks for watching, and until next time.